What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. Appreciate you taking the time. Sorry, having some technical difficulties as usual with this damn thing, but ready to rock and roll here. Completely garbage day out there, but we're rocking and rolling in here. So I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here, hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing this stuff. Love that. But what I want to see is those comments down below. Love shooting some bird talk with you. We'll keep it at that. But look, trying to tone it down a little bit more. I get myself worked up during sicko season a little too much. There's always so much chaos going bound here. And, well, we've got some today. So no Eagles news other than the fact that tomorrow we will get the schedule released. So excited about that. But some things I'd like to talk about. And, during this time of year, a lot of publications get bored, tired, have nothing to put out. So they decide they're going to put out hit pieces, do their usual work, right? Well. We're going to talk about a few of those things today, and we're going to break down, some of these narratives they'd like to put out, and, well, we're going to destroy them. Take these guys right to the woodshed, as we always do. And I did get a little bit of work on earlier to work on that defensive show. Getting excited to put that bad boy out this week, but it's going to take a little time because I'm going to do it a little differently. I want to include all the depth because every time I make this show, I make, like 12, 13 different structures, and I show all the different players within these different structures, and then people are like, where's this guy? And it's always, so I'm putting together this thing a little differently, but I know you're going to enjoy it. So let's rock and roll here tonight, though. And, this is for the Eagles Daily News when I'm usually just throwing something at you, but there's really no news here. This is just time to smoke on some of these clowns that you saw in the graphic for the show, and it's just ridiculous. So we're going to jump into it here. I want to hear from you guys, though. So we got ourselves a live show. Any questions, any comments that you have on your mind now? Going to have to try to hurry up because I got to get to the store before 9 o'clock. So let's get it in, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate each and every one of you. My man, Lil, let's go. Starting us off. John, my man, 2 days in a row. Let's effing go. Go Birds, my dude. Hope you are having a great day. Tiffany, happy to see you. I know I didn't see you last night, but you are always tuning in. I'm sure you rewatched it, and you're a true sicko, so appreciate you taking the time. Love to see you guys sharing that love down below. And, yeah, they've got Jalen Hurts, and we'll start it off with that, Tiffany, since you brought it up. Okay, so Manuel Acho, Dan Tilly, all the usual suspects want to come out of the woodwork with this garbage nonsense. Now, here's what I'm going to say right here and right now as the only person who sat here and explained, and I in detail went off about how Jalen Hurts would develop into something, and something great is something they weren't okay with. So a lot of vitriol, a lot of slander thrown my way, and that's fine. I don't care. But Jalen Hurts has proven those people wrong. Now, all of a sudden, I feel that's what this is. I just people that were proven so badly wrong, and they kind of, got exposed, right, as to how little they know about football. And you got to see, these people talking out of their ass. Oh, it's the eye test. Well, your arm strength. Just really not knowing much about what's going on here. So last year, we see Jalen Hurts smoking these clowns. And I'll be real with you. This team fell apart. We were all pissed off. But do you remember when we were 10-1? This dude in MVP conversation, again, for the second year. I mean, he was the runner-up the year before. Are we forgetting? And look, not every year is the same. I'm not saying, oh, you did this year. You got to do it every year. But for a team that was complete ass, I'm just going to say that, I thought one of the people that really looked like they were trying was Jalen Hurts. And, I mean, this dude, my tour for years, and what was it, like 3 years of trying to get people on board. And after, like, the first couple people started getting on board, we started winning. But let me tell you something, dude. I was built for it just like Jalen Hurts. I don't care, man, if people disagreed, and they did nonstop. But the thing is, this kid, he doesn't care. He takes all that, dude, and he just uses it. And I, was kind enough to bring on his trainer, his chef, and get to know everything about him while everybody traded him for Jimmy G, for Kirk Cousins. He sucks. And I'm trying to help people see the light here and see what kind of dude this is. And he's built for adversity. And we talked about, the same system, could he have that? What could that do for him? And boom, he gets the same system for a couple of years. He starts to show his development. And, now we're changing his system again. But this dude, we talked about it, from high school all the way to the pros, he had a different system. And I think that's obviously pretty huge for somebody that uses their skills, why not in, high school and college. And when they get to the pros, they have to develop more as a quarterback. But the dude's got all the talent. He's got the arm strength and the accuracy, and he does all these things. And each year it was, let's see if pass from the pocket. He was like number one in the pocket. Well, he's not throwing. I mean, it was always something, right? And here we are again this year. And it's laughable to me that we're once again trying to move the goalposts because, hey, man, let's just be real here. You're just hoping he fails so that you could say, see, I told you so. And unfortunately, that's just not going to happen for you because, and I even see Eagles fans, oh, it's a comeback year for Jalen Hurts. Like, come back from what, dude? The dude's been, I regress because, look, let's be real. People want to look at stats and talk about this, that the team fell apart last year. But as I saw, I don't know what you saw and what the tape shows me, that guy was trying. So whatever, dude. But hey, let's smoke one for all of us, dude. Maybe I should because holy hell, don't want to get myself too worked up here. My man Mario, appreciate you tuning in, brother. Hope you're having a great day. We're getting worked up here. These people just want to throw their slander our way. And you know what, dude, you guys enjoy yourselves and fly high with the eagle. But yo, appreciate you tuning in. We've got fly like an eagle right here. What the hell? Dude, I swear on Father's grave, I didn't see that. That's awesome. So, dude, what's up, my man? Hope you're having a great day. That is awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I wanted to come here because, we can have fun with this, right? And as much as it annoys me, it's like we get to laugh at these people because you have seen me throughout the years take these people handily to the woodshed. And I'm sorry if anybody was a victim of that, trying to get people on board with Howie Roseman, Jalen Hurts, all the things we talked about where, Dan Tilio told me, or, well, ESP told me. And, well, those aren't exactly the kind of people I'd be listening to. But hope you're doing well. We're going here and we're going to lay into these people who think they can lay into our birds. So, yeah, man, we talked about it. I told you, well, I didn't tell you. I've told you to go watch that interview where Gabe Rangel, we talk about Jalen Hurts and what he has seen from training him. And he talked about, this is in the prime of everyone hating him. I was the only content creator that supported him. There were no hats, nobody that liked him. It was all trade him away. He sucks. So the only person that supported was his mom in my comments, which was awesome. But dude, it was like, all right, I'm going to get people to learn who this dude is. And, it was better than I thought. But his trainer said at one point they were training in some, ESPN or whatever was on the TV. And it was like some thing where they're like, the Eagles have to trade Jalen Hurts. He sucks. And they got to get Deshaun Watson. It was when everybody was, Deshaun Watson, except this guy. But, dude, I'm telling you, it was awesome when he told me. And I already called him the Terminator, but this solidified it. But he had said about, the TV was saying, how bad he was. He could never develop. He had to be traded. And Gabe was like, I'm going to turn this off, dude. Sorry. And Jalen was like, no, leave it on. And right then and there, I was like, oh, yep, I am right. Everything I have said, I'm backing it up right here because that was the off season before everybody became a fan of his and all the hats and the fun stuff. Dude, it was awesome to get to hear just like what kind of work ethic he was talking about. This dude be up at 4:30. He would go work out, come back. He'd be playing a game of Madden while these mother effers are waking up at 5:30, 6 o'clock to go do their workouts. And like, what the hell? Like he's already worked out, playing a game of Madden, ready to work out again. Let's effing go. And I don't know why everybody was so pissed at me for doing that journalism and doing hard work that none of the journalists would do. But I found out who he was. I tried to teach them all how development worked, what, his tape showed me. And, I got to go to that closed practice, stand there with all the media members while you remember they were tweeting how bad he sucked and this team sucked. And I was telling you guys, yo, we're going to the Super Bowl. And then we did. And it was just like, well, I try, but I don't understand. But it seems like, fans are finally jumping aboard the idea that the media sucks, that lies suck and misinformation blows. So, yes, thank you, because I could really do without a year of just everybody telling me, well, this moron in the media told me. And it's like, dude, I don't care. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. Cool. Well, this guy said we drafted this guy. Well, I said we were going to draft 7 of the 9 guys we drafted. And I called 2 of the undrafted kids. Do you think I should listen to them? I don't. So, dude, I love the haters too. I just could do without it. So, seeing these turds, do this. But Hey, look at ESP. This is why so many of these people, they worship him and they build their brands off it. So many content creators follow what he does and just make shit up, always complaining, always negative, and that's something they see that finds success. Why do you think I don't find so many subscribers, dude? People don't like the fact that I won't make up cap numbers. I won't, say stupid shit. I won't make up trades that'll never happen. I tell you guys who we're actually trading for, who we sign, who we draft, how the cap space actually works, and that pisses people off. And I'm just hoping that people finally are like, hey, you know what? The truth's kind of cool. I kind of like knowing everything that's going on. I know you sickos do. So that, hey, we'll keep fighting these morons off and try to, get the facts out there, because they're going to continue doing this. And I saw Dan Tilio saying something. Oh, he's he's the worst player on the offense. Like, oh yeah, dude, the guy that was the MVP. Okay, dude, sure. Like, it's nuts to me, bro. It's really nuts. Jay, my man, yo, brother. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you taking the time, my friend. We're going off. So anything you guys got to say, let me hear it. But he sure is. And then the next thing that they posted, the thing I just saw before I came on, it was something about Jalen Hurts. And then he had Baldy on his, campaign to shit all over Jordan Davis. And I just keep shitting all over him. Sorry, dog, but I grew up loving you, love your work, but we're not going to do that. So last year I had to do the unruly thing where I jumped in and said, hey, wish you guys understood what a nose tackle was. And, he's not getting the sacks. That was the point today. He's not getting sacks. He's not a good pass rusher. So I asked myself, when the fuck did Jordan Davis become an edge rusher? I'm sorry. I didn't know that a nose tackle, a zero shade, one technique, that's where this dude, yes, he was misused last year by this Eagles defense. I've talked about it. It needs to be used in those odd fronts as that two-gap run-stopping monster who, yes, can get to the quarterback sometimes, but that is not the goal. Are we mad at Jake Elliott for not having 20 tackles in a season? No. If the time comes, he'll get it. But yeah, come on, dude. It's crazy to me that they push these narratives where, Jordan Davis, he's heavy. You see, you want him to be about 250 when he's a nose tackle. No, dumbass, you actually want him to be around 320 pounds, because that's what a monster nose tackle looks like. And he is a monster. He's a young man who's being developed. I don't understand where the confusion is, but there won't be much confusion this year. I showed you last year when they were, doing this, where, he doesn't have this stat, the other. He was 8th in the league in win percentage against the run, I believe it was. But he was number 1 in double team percentage, dude. So this guy is getting double teamed more than anyone in the league, but he's still in the top 10, number 8, the top 8 in the rush win rate percentage. That's what it was. I just, with 2 guys on him, right? So I don't know. They don't understand the concept there that you're taking up multiple players as one. So that way, that's where you have less players really with their hands in the dirt. You have those 2 overhangs that people call 3-4, 5-2 kind of more so. But you've got guys that are standing, you have that 5-man front. I think there's just a lot of confusion as to what this defense is. And this will be year 4. We finally got the Godfather, but I've broken it down every year, and I broke it down already this year before, free agency, all that stuff. I told you I'm working on it. I'll have it out this week, but I'm going to teach them again how this defense works in hopes that they stop talking about how these players suck and everybody sucks. And we talk about how good they are. Remember when I wanted Cooper DeJean because of the fact that he is actually very versatile? They talked about it as if it's a bad thing. Well, it's a good thing. I don't understand it, man. Disappointed and shady with how he was talking about. I don't listen to any of those shows, but I did see somebody mention that he was saying something bad about him or something. And I was like, dude, he does get weird sometimes, the things I've seen. That's why I can't watch anything in the media, because these people they're lost and they're always flip-flopping. Acho was going in today about how, Jalen Hurts this. And it's like, dude, I took you to school. Like, I handed him his ass when he was talking trash about Jalen Hurts years ago. And when he became the biggest Jalen Hurts fan ever when we were going to the Super Bowl, dude, I was like, yo, look at you, big dog. I said, let's remember, when you're talking shit next time, like, let's not do that. And, well, here he is again. So, dog, I'm going to be coming for you again. And, dude, it's entertainment, but not for me. And that's why I bring the counteraction to it. So, it's just something I've been annoyed by for a very long time. It's why I created it on my deathbed, because people are just miserable shitbirds, and I won't tolerate it. So that's why I bring something different. I know it upsets people, but dude, who gives a shit? That's why it was really cool. And you mentioned the pandemic, but it's like you saw I had already been doing this before the pandemic. I just started, but I wasn't on YouTube yet. It took a few years to finally do this, but I was just making live videos from my deathbed, being a weirdo. But it turned into Eagles, On the Road to Victory, all that stuff. But people really, man, you saw more content creators. You saw all this stuff, but it's like, yeah, for as much shitty content creators and people that steal my work and always crap, there are good ones. There's hope out there that you can change the game. You see that, dude, we don't have to listen to these D-bags that have never played a sport in their lives, just literally make shit up all the time. Like, why do we have to listen to that? They're just nonstop negativity, man. And I grew up, an Eagles fan my entire life, bro. And Philly media is nothing but negative the entire time. And some of it, whatever. But like at this point, now we're listening to little shitbirds who play badminton. And it's like, all right, dog, I'm just not doing it. I'm not. So that really, I told you guys, ESP pushed me from my deathbed to create this. I literally could not stand him years ago, and I still can't because of the gang tie stuff, all that stuff that he wrote about D-Jax. Now this little mother effer is in hiding. You haven't seen him. So, and look, yeah, Davis is in good shape, and I just don't know. I don't know where they get their shit from, but they're in for a rude awakening this season, man. And I appreciate you, Don, and that's what this is about, bro. You guys, we diehards, we sickos, we stand together, and we can stand up to all this bullshit, bro. Screw the media. They don't know anything they're talking about. Their days are numbered. I promise you that. Yo, my man Mike, let's effing go. And where is he? Can't find him anywhere. That little shitbird. And you know me, Mike, I go in on that little turd, and I go in on a lot of these turds that sit here and talk trash about our Eagles. And I know, I bring a lot of, great knowledge, and I try not to get too off the rails, but I do sometimes, man. And I'm happy you're here because you're one of those content creators I really enjoy. And man, there's so much BS out there that it's like, I have been saying it for weeks now, how refreshing it is to see the fans now on our side, to see people, yeah, F this. And now they're calling him out. Now they're not, he's the man. You can't tell him how the cap works. It's like, yeah, I can. And I will. And now they see we can tell him anything we want because he's a little bitch. And that is embarrassing. So, oh, I love it, man. I love to see everybody calling him out. But hope you're doing well, man. Appreciate you tuning in. And they're nuts, man. It's every single every year, every offseason. I call it sicko season because we dive in. We get to know everything about the Eagles, the defense, because it's always, it hasn't been changing. It's been the same idea the past few years, but that multiple scheme, it's so confusing to so many of the media members that we try to get fans to understand what it really is so they're not spouting their lies. But yo, my man, appreciate you tuning in. And look, the cap is always going on. We got the draft done. So look, 7 out of 9 were my top fits, 2 undrafted guys. So woo! Rocking and rolling on the draft. Then we went through free agency. We got my top guy, Bryce Huff. Got a lot of my other guys, but let's be real here. We're going to be sicko goats. We're the goats of the sicko season. It is just anything and everything. Whatever your heart desires, it's right here, and you're going to get it. And if there's ever any update to anything, any roster moves, any depth chart moves, you're going to find it here. But there is absolutely no news today other than what I'm going off about right here, dude. So, yeah, dude, they just don't get it, bro. And that's something I've tried to help them with. But I don't know why they just want to trash these young kids. They're human beings, man. And a lot of them young. And it's like, all right, dude. So I'm not a pushover. These players should be held at very high fucking standards. Pay their salary. Yeah, you pay their salary. That's hilarious. But no, yeah, they're in the NFL. That's the standard there, man. But I didn't know you guys were arguing about stuff. I thought you were. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, I read the Josh Allen thing, and then I just kind of kept going. I'm sorry, you guys were arguing. I missed that, but yeah, dude, a lot of people are confused about what Jordan Davis is, and that's all right, man. I try to teach them over and over again, and hey, they're gonna learn. What do we say in these parts? Let them hate. I'll continue to educate. But and I appreciate you and needing and I appreciate that. I'm glad you're always wanting to tune in. And yo, my man, let's effing go. And you know it, dude. We're here to bring that energy, show people. And that's always been the mission here, to bring some knowledge to the game, but also some passion. That's like, we don't get any of that for the media, right? It's just lies and misery. And it's like, dude, what if they actually knew what was going on? Maybe they could be happy like we are. Maybe they could get excited about what this team is about to, like, have they effing seen this team and what's about to happen? Because that's all right. They want to keep sleeping. Then they're going to have to, write their piece about how they love these players. And then they get attacked by all the people on social media. And then they're upset. And it's like, well, you were the one talking all this trash, dog. What did you expect to happen? So I don't know, man. It's nuts. But, dude, you've always been supportive. You've always been great. I really appreciate you, my man. And we'll have to keep chopping it up. Get on the show again here. That'd be great, because always trying to spread that brotherly love. We need more of it in these parts because, my God, their negativity is astounding. But one thing that's great is ESP really has been quiet, and it has been refreshing that there are not lies being spewed all over the place. So, dude, appreciate that super chat. Appreciate you taking the time, my friend. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you're ready for this season, because I'm ready to go right through an effing wall talking about it, man. I'm telling you, you know what? Let's get it. Let's go grab this depth chart. I know I've got it here. And tell me why they want to sleep on this team. Go ahead. That's fine. You do what you please. Ooh, baby. But look, we talked about it. I think Anaya Smith can beat out Paris Campbell. We'll see what happens with the backup running backs. Obviously, tight end, I'm still, questionable. Anything happens, Goddard, I don't know. Maybe Alberto Calcaterra wants to step it up. Castles, Jenkins, I don't know. But offensive line, we finally brought in some depth here. You got Hennessy and Becton, the veterans. Keegan could push Steen. Hell, Hennessy could too for that starting spot. We'll see what happens. But this offense, I think, is going to steamroll. I'm excited about it. I don't know about you guys, but I think we're going to be even better on offense, and that should scare a lot of people. Kellen Moore as offensive coordinator, ready to see what he does with all these weapons. And then that defense. Now, this is from when we were talking about there's 13 starters here, because I wanted to explain the edge and linebacker. I have them open at depth spots because these are the versatile pieces. So you got guys like Nolan Smith, Zach Bond, Hunt Smith, Johnson Lewis. They can all play edge and off ball. So that's open there. You see the same for that DB and safety, because I want you to understand these are nickel corners and safety. So we've got a lot of versatility in the secondary, the line. We've got guys, and that is the name of the game of this multiple scheme defense. And I promise that's coming out this week. I'm going to try, see how busy I am tomorrow when I get off work, but I will get it out as soon as I can. I know you guys love that show, but we'll break it down. We'll look at the graphics, and I don't know if I still have an old one. Just to give you guys an idea, if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking, oh, here's an old one. So again, this is old. Nobody take it and be showing everybody, oh, this is what he said. Now, remember, we talked about it as soon as we signed. I think it was Devin White and Gardner Johnson. We still had Reddick at the time, so clearly not updated here. But we will get this bad boy updated, and I will show you. I think it was like 11 or 12, maybe even 13 of those bad boys, breaking down the Eagles and, just what their defense actually looks like, why it's called the multiple scheme, and why each week you can expect something different, why these versatile players are great for these systems. So I'm pretty excited. Oh, and I didn't show you. Oh, what a jerk I am. Look at that right there. The special teams, we got a lot of people that can compete for returning spots. Obviously, Devontae Smith not going to be punt returning, but you can use them in emergency situations. But the great part is you got 37 people above him. Let's effing go. But that, if it doesn't get you excited, and then the fact that we have $27.2 million still, and I've shown you what the rookies will cost, only a little over $2 million there. We're going to have $25 million after we sign all of our rookies. He wants to sign Justin Simmons. He wants to trade for a tight end, anything like that, man, how he can do it. So get excited, stay excited. This is going to be a very exciting season. The media is going to try their best to throw their negativity and slander. We're just going to ignore it and laugh right in their faces. Right now, this is clearly not ignoring it. This is addressing it, but we're going to just say, a lot of you guys are new to the channel and you don't know how this goes, but I don't care. Like, anytime what they're saying, I won't listen to it. But when they start pissing me off and start just making stuff up and then they come back to it, I'm going to smoke them each and every time. And Jordan Davis, we've explained it a million times what a nose tackle is, what his role is. We've explained, so many things that it's embarrassing at this point to see these people still going. But my man, appreciate you, Dank. Let's effing go. And you just had a couple of people talking about they were drifting off to sea. I'm not sure if you had a little catnip yourself and then took that little nap. But yeah, man, I'm glad you woke up and we're tuning in, my man. Appreciate you. And yeah, that's right, my friend. Let's have it go. And dude, they're not ready for it, dude. They've been talking so much trash, and dude, we've been breaking it down. Remember, the season ended, and I was like, I don't give a dude. I went in, I talked about all the money we could save, with the Maddox, Byard, all those moves, restructuring, Sweat, dude, trading Reddick, all that stuff. We talked about what we could do with signing guys like Bryce Huff, Devin White. You go out and get them. Talk about drafting Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Will Shipley, Jalix Hunt, Johnny Wilson, Anaya Smith, and then they go out and get them. We talked about all this stuff before it happened here. We saw the light, right? We know. Let them hate all they want. I could feel the prophecy. The prophecy will be fulfilled, even if I'm drifting out to sea. I don't give a shit. I am feeling it, man. I'm telling you, this team, not the team to be messing with, because we literally ended the season with a very sour taste in our mouth, and they can make up what they want. Jalen Hurts, he's not a good leader. He doesn't. Okay. All right, dog. Strap in, because now you're pissing off the wrong ones. But, I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready. 99, we'll be hitting it up, and we'll be going from there. I hope you guys are pumped up, ready to go. Let's effing go. Joe, my man. That's what I'm talking about. Get that energy going. I actually have to roll out of here because I'm never going to make it to the store, but you mother effers. So we talked about ESP in hiding. Talked about Jalen Hurts is the one. They are all morons. And yes, we talked about Jordan Davis. Just, he's not an edge. Pass rushing stats are not what you're looking for. It'd be like looking at a fullback, right? Like, I just don't understand why he doesn't have 1,000 rushing yard season. Like, why is he not rushing? He's a back, right? And it's like, yeah, but that's not what a fullback is. June, my man, appreciate you tuning in, brother. Hope you're doing well. All about it. I'll take 15 wins, but 14, whatever it takes to get to the Super Bowl and win it. That's where I'm at. Let's effing go. And we'll break down the schedule tomorrow. I will give you my way too early prediction. Let's effing go. But we're going to show them, man. And everybody's going to be right back on board. I promise you, dude. All those haters are like, I knew the Eagles were power. We have Saquon effing Barkley. Okay? Anaya Smith, Johnny Wilson, they'll develop, eventually get into their own. We'll see how long it takes. But I'm very excited about the promise of the future of this team. O-line, D, all of it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yo, let's go, dude. That's what it's all about. Sickos, you're all welcome here. And we've already been breaking down everything we possibly can, but I'm going to get even sicker because, now free agency's done. Now the draft's done. We know the team a little bit, right? There could definitely be more added, and you're going to be cutting people, putting them on the practice squad. We'll be breaking down the camp battles. I got to make those graphics where I put every single player, so 90 of them. I will all put into graphics, and I'll show you each position. So we'll break down each position, the battles, all that stuff that we do each year. But I try to improve it. So anything more you guys want to see or hear or whatever it may be, feel free to let me know. Always trying to improve this for you guys. But I'm beyond ready. Definitely ready. And that's what I like to hear, Dank. I did not do that again today. And I'm really running on fumes. And I'm actually kind of mad at myself. Like, just you saying that kind of pissed me off because, like, I'm mad at myself. Like, I need to get sleep, dude. And it was funny last week. Like, yeah. And then, like, going to Hershey. And then the Mother's Day. Like, I just have not. I need to take her easy and eat right and drink water and stop being a shitbird. And that's what I'm going to go do. Get some water. Go get my boost because old man River here needs his boost. That's right, dude. Those things, I'd be done without them, dude. Before I go work in basements, yeah. That's what I like to blast. A little bit of boost in the morning. Dude, I can't eat or do anything without them. So that's what this disease did, man. But, dude, I need some sleep. And now that you said that, Dank, I'm going to hold myself to it. So I appreciate you, brother. And I'm glad to hear you got some sleep, my friend. The store will come. Yes, I sure do. And you can hear it as I'm talking super fast. But I love you guys. I really wanted to come here and just laugh at those people. And I can't wait either. Let's go, Nina. And hey, I'm just rolling out. Sorry, I got to make it to the store. But I will be back tomorrow. As soon as I get done work, I'm sure all that stuff will be leaked already, so I won't be able to do leaks and all that stuff. But you guys know I've just been super busy. Whenever I get home, I will compile whatever little picture I can. Maybe I'll just take somebody else's, throw it on there like everybody else does. Well, and we'll break down what I think the record prediction will be. We'll have fun with it. We'll talk about what games you guys are going to try to go to. Maybe you're from another state and one of these teams we're playing you're going to be at, or you can make it, whatever it is. Let me know tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing you all. But Nina, I hope you had a very happy Mother's Day. Hope you and your mom enjoyed it. I know I had a great one. My mom surprised us, came up from Florida. It was awesome. So I hope you enjoyed your time. Love you and your family. So I hope you guys are doing well. But I will be back tomorrow. If you guys need anything, you rewatch this, whatever it may be, you want to talk about the Birds life, you can always comment down below. Reach out on any of these platforms down here. Look, I'm always here for you guys because you literally are always here for me. A big shout out to Drew. We were all live last week doing the super chat things. You guys were all for my anniversary, which thank you so much. This son of a, he waits till after the show and hits me with a happy anniversary. He sends me $100 on Cash App. Drew, he's like Batman, dude, because he's 6 hours difference. He's in Germany. He'll be sending me shit at like 3, 4 in the morning. I get up at like 5:30. I'm like, what the I love you, Drew, and love you, Nina, Tiffany. Look, Liz, China, I know you're all out there, and my man Dank. We got so many diehards in here, and I could sit here and name off 500 of you. This family is truly growing to a point where, there was just a few people where I felt like, oh man, they're continuously tuning in here, and now it's at the point where I'm just like, holy like you guys are always tuning in. You're always, dude, I can't thank enough. And to my guys like Lil, JP, you've been really showing up as of late. Don, my man, RMP's in here. I know. Jay, I know you're getting heated there earlier. I don't know what was happening. But dude, John was in here 2 days in a row. My man Mike tuning in. I can't do this without you guys. Really appreciate you. Love each and every one of you. But I got to run. So have yourself a great rest of your night. Until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!